Today on WSRH Extra, we dive into how the shift to virtual platforms is having an effect.
Also, we head to a distillery that is spreading kindness one bottle of hand sanitizer at a time.
Plus, we take a look behind the scenes to see what goes into producing our new daily show. WSRH Extra starts now. Welcome to this episode of WSRH Extra. I'm Riley Sullivan.
And I'm Ashley Pellicone. As we continue to broadcast to you from the safety of our homes, across the nation, states have begun to loosen their grip on society.
And even though many restrictions still stand, places such as parks and beaches have begun to relax. WSRH Extra reporter Grace Trowbridge takes us for a walk in the park.
Palm Beach County has been on lockdown due to the coronavirus. This has affected the access to parks around town. From parks within neighborhoods or major parks, residents are now able to swing to new heights as parks are reopening.
If everybody keeps their safe distance, then I think it's a great idea. I think the kids are overdue for getting out and spending some time in the weather and the sunshine and getting some exercise. I think it's good for families to get out and enjoy our beautiful South Florida sunshine.
Even with worries about how safe the parks actually are, kids are coming back to fill the park with fun and laughter just as before the lockdown.
I like hanging out with friends and playing sports and chilling.
Parks around the area are not only a great place for fun, they are also being used for exercise by residents around the park's area.
The access and the openness of the parks is a great way to get out of your house and not sit inside all day.
From exercise to having fun with friends, parks are now open to be used as they were before. Kids can slide down slides, fish with friends, and so much more. For the last time, for WSRH Extra, I'm Grace Trowbridge.
With coronavirus sweeping the globe, many things such as churches have had to adapt to an online platform. WSRH Extra reporter Hunter Wood shows us how this shift has affected these places of worship.
As limitations have arisen due to COVID-19, many churches have moved services to an online platform. With this switch, leaders of churches such as Community of Hope have been challenged with impacting their congregations through a screen.
And the biggest change really for all of us is we're looking at a camera and we are imagining people sitting on their couch and listening to us, or imagining people watching on their phones or on their tablets.
While shifting from a church service to a church broadcast, Community of Hope has made many changes to their old streaming platform while also compressing service times, redesigning the stage, and following social distancing orders while recording.
Yeah, we've changed providers, we've worked on cameras, we've changed lighting. There's a lot that's been encompassed in that, yeah.
With all these changes, many would think that both attendance and tithing would be impacted. However, with thriving kids, students, and adult ministries, Pastor Dale says that's not the case with Community of Hope.
People have moved their giving to the mission of our church online and continued to do that. And so it's been amazing, honestly, Hunter. It's been kind of humbling to watch.
While many people would think that online church would be ineffective, Kim Vio says that watching services online has been a valuable way for her to stay connected during the pandemic.
So it's a link for me to be able to feel like I'm in church when I'm at home.
Although a lot of challenges have come with COVID-19, Dale says that his church has been able to overcome them while supporting their community during these tough times with weekly food drives.
And to date, we have helped out over 20,000 people. So it's amazing. About 4,000, almost 5,000 people a week are benefiting from that.
Even while Community of Hope is thriving through the challenges it faces, both Dale and Keith say they look forward to getting to see their church family again and to the successes during this time that can provide the church with the momentum to improve its services once this pandemic is over. For the last time for WSRH Extra, I'm Hunter Wood.
With the cancellation of school across the nation resulting from the coronavirus outbreak, has come the cancellation of many school activities. WSRH Extra reporter Magali Nicho shows us how our drama department has adjusted.
Each year, the Seminole Ridge Theater Department puts on a spring musical. This year, the show was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Students and teachers alike are upset by the matter.
It's really sad.
Not just because the show was canceled, which is incredibly sad, but I've always loved Grease. So for it to be canceled it's kind of devastating.
Worked really hard on this show, and there's a lot of people who on tech worked really hard with building the sets, and it really is disappointing to know that the show is canceled.
Despite the setback, there is still a chance for cast members to perform the show again in the summer or fall. Students all agree, if given the chance, they would seize the opportunity. If there was any opportunity for us to come back in the summer or the fall and to be in it again, I would be 100% willing.
Yeah, why not? I had a pretty good role, and I'd love to continue doing that.
To follow where the show leads, follow troop6899.srhs on Instagram. For the last time, for WSRH Extra, I'm Yuval Anicho.
Sports have always been an important aspect of culture all across the globe. However, recently the world of sports has taken a turn for the worst. WSRH Extra reporter Dylan Backer has the story.
The ongoing COVID-19 pandemic had forced all spring sports seasons to pause. However, now that the remainder of the school year is virtual, those seasons are officially canceled, leaving many seniors with a premature ending to their final season.
Yeah, it's tough knowing that it's canceled, but ever since it started, you always had that roaming around in the back of your head thinking that it's a great possibility. It just wouldn't stop spreading.
The sudden cancellation of seasons has also been tough for coaches of these athletes. Seminole Ridge volleyball and flag football coach Scott O'Hara says it's disappointing knowing that his hardworking players won't get a chance to finish off their season strong.
I've been bummed out about it, like everybody else, I guess, for a while, but I decided I had to move on from that feeling and actually started feeling a little bit better when I focused my thoughts on this year's senior class and how tough and resilient they've always been.
O'Hara also says it's been tough for coaches to cope with the fact that they may never see some of their senior players ever again.
The possibility of not being able to see the seniors again is tough to accept, but I know that the incredible parents, teachers, staff, administration, and of our Seminole Ridge community, they're not going to let this virus stop us from celebrating and cherishing these great seniors.
While it's unfortunate that their season has been tampered with by this pandemic, student athletes are planning to use this as motivation to get better and stronger as they prepare to play at the college level.
I'm going to go to that tryout and I'll give them all I got because this is what I've always wanted to do since I was little.
It is true, the senior class is going to forever be associated with COVID-19, but I'm proud to say that when we remember and think about these seniors, it will be because of all the other truly outstanding things they stood for and accomplished.
For almost everyone, this school year ended in the most unpredictable yet unforgettable fashion. Even though these are difficult times, these athletes have not dropped the ball. For the last time, for WSRH Extra, I'm Dylan Backer.
Every year, students across the nation honor their teachers during Teacher Appreciation Week. However, this year has definitely proven to be a little different. WSRH Extra reporter Justin Backer shows us how students from every corner of the globe are choosing to pay tribute.
Teacher Appreciation Week is a tradition many students take part in each and every school year. However, this year, things aren't so traditional, as COVID-19 has caused schooling to be done almost entirely remotely.
You know, it's so much different from being in the classroom. I pick up my phone 1 minute before class and I'm there.
Despite the difficult circumstances, many students know how important it is to show appreciation to their teachers.
We need to make them feel appreciated for everything they do for us, and they make a lot of sacrifices for the students. So of course it's important to show appreciation.
I got these wonderful video messages from my kids, which were just so fantastic, and they made my heart happy, and they made my day, they made my week. It was so nice to hear from kids and hear things that we're doing well and things that we have done well. It was so good. It made my day.
Students aren't the only ones showing appreciation, as teachers have also shown an appreciation towards them as well.
I totally appreciate all of my students, and I'm so glad and thankful to have this time with them, even if we're doing it weirdly and from a distance. It's still been really nice.
With the school year coming to an end, it's important that we show appreciation to all of our teachers that have helped us out this year and made this difficult time a little less stressful. For the final time for WSRH Extra, I'm Justin Backer.
In the wake of the COVID-19 outbreak, many essentials such as toilet paper, paper towels, and hand sanitizer have quickly flown off of the grocery store shelves. WSRH Extra reporter Rachel Clark takes us to a distillery in West Palm that has developed their own recipe for keeping their community clean.
Steel Tie Spirits in West Palm Beach has distilled their own alcohol since 2012. However, as the novel coronavirus sweeps the planet, this alcohol is instead being used to handcraft a product that has quickly flown off grocery store shelves.
We took some of the high-proof alcohol that we use to produce our vodkas and our rums. And we put it with other things like glycerin and aloe vera gel, and some thickening agents and things to make it a gel so it'll stick on your hands. And we started making sanitizer. And it was a real trick right at first because the world needed sanitizer way more than ever, but nobody knew to stockpile.
Although this hand sanitizer is being produced in order to keep people safe, proceeds from sales are being used to fund the paychecks of these hardworking bartenders who have played a major part in their success.
While we were working to make the community safe, we wanted to work real hard to see what we could do to prop up our hospitality staff.
This liquid gold is something that has rapidly disappeared out of grocery stores along with other daily necessities.
Even toilet paper was hard to come by. So sanitizer, toilet paper, Lysol, Clorox, it's been like little things in life that you don't even think about that now are the huge necessity.
The production of this hand sanitizer began as a way for this distillery to keep their employees' heads above water during a time of need. However, has quickly developed into a way for Steel Tie to provide a safe sense of community.
2 months ago, we were just a bunch of silly people rolling around making vodka and rum and trying to pour good cocktails for people. And now we have the opportunity to participate in saving lives. And how do you not get attracted to that?
Something as simple as shifting production to products such as hand sanitizer in a time of need are one of the many things being done to help our community. For the last time, for WSRH Extra, I'm Rachel Clark.
With students out of school and many not having access to meals every day, school districts across the nation are distributing meals to anyone in need. WSRH Extra reporter Brandon Damichetti shows us what is being done to show appreciation.
The cafeteria workers at SRHS keep working during these tough times to help local families. They hand out food at local schools for anyone in need. Students from Seminole Ridge decided to show them appreciation by driving by with signs to show a huge thank you.
So our SGA decided a couple weeks ago that we wanted to do a drive-by parade for our cafeteria workers because they have been working so hard during this whole pandemic.
The Seminole Ridge student government even got together to make the signs that they would use for the drive-by parade.
So we got together, went in our cars, made some signs, and went to Seminole Ridge when they were doing one of the lunch distributions. We went through the lunch line and showed them how much we appreciated them.
The cafeteria workers were very thankful for what the students have done for them and showed big signs of appreciation.
They seemed really happy when we got there. They saw some familiar faces. They were saying thank you to us after it and during it. So it was really cool to see them. It's just so happy and feel like they were appreciated.
The little things like this is what can make a big impact on people like the cafeteria staff working very hard during the coronavirus. For the last time for WSRH Extra, I'm Brandon Damichetti.
Even though flag football has continuously grown in popularity, it has never been a sport represented at the collegiate level. As the NAIA begins to take steps to represent this growing sport, WSRH Extra reporter Danielle Smith takes a closer look.
The National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics recently made flag football part of the college sports world. This has created a pathway for many girls to achieve something that once seemed like a dream. Seminole Ridge's flag football coach, Coach O'Hara, motivates his girls to take offers to play flag football in college.
Yeah, I definitely would encourage the kids to play flag football in college. It's a great opportunity and certainly a great time for flag football.
These athletes are finally getting recognition for the sport they love. Now they're able to use their skills at the next level.
I think, they're pleasantly surprised at the level of athleticism and skill that the players have shown.
Although flag football was just recently made into a college sport, talent is already being recognized. Seminole Ridge senior Marisa Rubino has already received many offers.
I have received an offer from St. Thomas University, Warner University, and Kansas Wesleyan University.
Many opportunities are now possible with the addition of flag football to the college scene. For the last time, I'm Danielle Smith.
Due to COVID-19, gyms and many other businesses around the world have closed their doors. WSRH Extra reporter Shelby Garamone shows us how many people are choosing to exercise without having access to these facilities.
Throughout this pandemic, millions of Americans have had to adapt to new changes, including those who used to live at the gym.
I'm normally used to going into like a gym and having like that atmosphere with other people and having someone there to like guide me and tell me what to do. So I kind of have just laid out a mat and done them by myself.
Due to the fact that COVID-19 has put a limit on the things people can do, some find themselves with more time and motivation on their hands than before.
I feel like I've been able to like work out a lot more due to the fact that pretty much everything is shut down. So when I'm bored or I don't have anything to do, I tend to go for a run or do like a home workout.
With gyms being closed, more than 62.5 million Americans who go to the gym regularly have had to resort to other options for staying in shape, including online workout routines.
Actually, my cousin who lives up north called me and asked me if I wanted to work out with Chloe Ting, who's an online YouTuber, and we started doing it together, and then I started finding out that everyone else was doing it and a lot of other people were working out with her, and then that's where I began.
Working out can also help with one's mental state. While quarantine has us feeling isolated, exercising allows someone to feel good about themselves while staying productive.
After I'm done working out, I feel like the feeling that you have is like it makes you feel better about yourself. Also, with quarantine and just sitting around, you're like eating a lot and stuff, so I feel like getting outside and getting some fresh air is like something that makes me feel better.
While many are now forced to work from home, others are working out from home in order to stay in shape. For the last time for WSRH Extra, I'm Shelby Garamone.
While exercises like those are some of the most common ways people have chosen to work out, some have taken to the mats to align their inner chakras instead. WSRH Extra reporter Morgan Matula has the story.
It's important to stay active during quarantine because your daily routine is probably disrupted. So even if you had an office job and you're able to walk around a little bit at the office, you're not doing that anymore. So you have to maintain some sort of level of activity.
I think people tend to get lazy during quarantine and either depressed or down because of the situation. So exercise really helps to lift your spirits, keep you healthy.
Ryan Conforti, the owner of Force Fitness, visits an essential business to offer some of the employees a chance to stay active and healthy during this pandemic by incorporating yoga and stretching into the beginning of their workday routine.
It's important to actually have dedicated practice towards stretching and movement and mobility. So any sort of yoga practice is super beneficial for that.
A workout, 5, 10, 20 minutes. It's a good part of your day.
Workers from this establishment actually made the suggestion to incorporate yoga into their mornings as a way to help them relieve some of the stress that they've been carrying around on their shoulders since the pandemic. For WSRH Extra, I'm Morgan Matula.
In the wake of the coronavirus pandemic, the world has become an ever-changing place of unpredictability. And in order to keep many of our students here at Seminole Ridge grounded, our WSRH Extra producers have begun production of a daily show. WSRH Extra reporter Amanda Jewett takes us behind the scenes of Hawk Headlines.
Good morning, Seminole Ridge. I'm Lauren Plancarte.
Good morning, Seminole Ridge. I'm Rachel Clark.
Good morning, Seminole Ridge. I'm Emily Carboci.
As Seminole Ridge has had to close its doors in mid-March, our TV production program has stepped up and continued their journalistic endeavors through Hawk Headlines, a daily social media show.
So we decided to create Hawk Headlines just as a way for us to share announcements with our school, share a little bit of news happening in the community to our students and get them more well informed.
After the cancellation of the Student Television Network Convention, a national competition for TV production, many students like Ashley Pelicone refused to let their hard work go to waste.
We shouldn't have worked so hard for nothing. So it kind of makes it worth it a little bit so that we didn't work the entire year to just not do anything with it.
This opportunity to continue these daily shows has allowed the students in the program to showcase a broader variety of stories.
So we are, as a program, have come together in ways where we are seeing different pieces from these students that we otherwise wouldn't have been able to share if we didn't have this outlet to share it.
Despite these difficult times and seniors like myself ending our journey as WSRH journalists, our junior staff here at Seminole Ridge TV will continue to lead and produce stories worth sharing. For the very last time for WSRH Extra, I'm Amanda Jewett.
Although the end of this school year was not one that any of us could have predicted, the class of 2020 will be one to remember. And as today's episode comes to a close, WSRH Extra reporter Lauren Plancarte showcases where many of our graduates plan to take their future.
With the class of 2020's high school years coming to an end, many seniors all over are flipping the page into the next chapter of their life. I got the chance to ask some seniors here at the Ridge what this next chapter includes.
I'm attending the University of Central Florida because I'm just in love with the Orlando area. I feel like there's so much to do there, and there will never be a dull moment, and I'll have the best time of my life at UCF.
I'm going to Florida College because my parents are both alumni there.
I committed to St. Thomas University for swimming, fall 2020.
And I'm going to Castle University to play soccer.
I chose to go to Florida State in the fall because it's something brand new for me. I love the campus, and their digital media production program lets me go into sports media, which is something I've always dreamed of.
I'm attending Northeastern University in Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm going there because I just love Boston and I love the city vibe, and I'm really ready for new people and new experiences.
I'm attending the University of Central Florida because they have a beautiful campus and there's plenty of things to do around there, and they also have a great program that I plan on being in.
I will be staying in Palm Beach for 1 more year, attending Palm Beach State College and then transferring to a university to major in health sciences. Signing off for the last time. For WSRH Extra, I'm Lauren Plicarte.
Well, that's it for this episode of WSRH Extra. If you have any story ideas, please tweet us at Seminole Ridge TV. Signing off for the last time, I'm Ashley Pellicone.
And for the last time, I'm Riley Sullivan. In honor of today being our seniors' last day, WSRH Extra editor Evan Eisenstark takes us on a trip down memory lane.
Since it's the senior show, I just want to make a quick montage showcasing the places we've been, the people we've interviewed, and all the cool things we've done. So, for the last time for WSRH Extra, I'm Evan Eisenstark.
Welcome to this episode of WSRH Extra.